Guys, according to the CrossFit Games leaderboard across the men and the women's divisions, there are less than 80 total people who have currently finished 26.1. We have 3 of those people, plus 1 person who was throwing the last wall ball who didn't quite touch the target in the time cap, and then a couple that are within that last set of 20 wall balls as well. So how did they get here? The first thing that we kind of decoded was the amount of work time that is just compulsory for the workout. And the rough answer is about 10 minutes and 51 seconds. We understood that there is a minute at least that we can spare throughout the movements. Now, it's also going to be a little bit more for the females, just general height of the target is going to be less, and the height of the box is going to allow for a quicker step over, transition, etc. For the ones that we had finish it, we had them breaking the wall balls on the very first set of 30 on the way up. On the first 30 wall balls, we broke down into 2 sets. For some of them it was 18 and 12, for some of them it was 20 and 10. For the set of 40 wall balls, again, we broke this down for some athletes in 2 sets, for some in 3, so 25 and 15, and we also had a 20, 12 and 8. The wall ball step overs were completed unbroken, and that was kind of a chance to be a little bit more aggressive because it's not the most dynamic movement. The heart rate wasn't spiking or continuing to rise, and somewhat stayed the same, and even for one of our athletes got a little bit less. We get to the 66 wall balls. For 3 of the athletes, they broke it into 3 sets, and for one of the athletes, we broke it into 4 sets. The biggest side of those sets was 30, 20, 16. For the other breakdown was 20, 18, 15, and 13 reps. So there is time to break this workout down and still finish. I think the most important thing to note here is that for anyone that has finished this workout, they've kind of finished the wall ball step overs after the 66 wall balls under 8 minutes. Not only under 8 minutes, almost under 7 minutes and 50 seconds. If you're not in that time region, it is unlikely that you will get to the end because you're going to need some gas in the tank as well as the total amount of time needed just to complete those repetitions. The 40 wall balls on the back side of it was 2 or 3 sets for some of our crew here. 18, 12 and 10 was the most common. Box jump overs were there, and then this is where it got hard. So we had to have the 30 wall balls unbroken and then the 20 wall balls unbroken as well. But we had enough in the tank to get us to that point so that we could go that rather than get to the 30 wall balls and have to just hang on for dear life and go 10, 6, 4, 4, something like that time cap. To reiterate from an earlier point we put out the other day, you cannot win this workout in the first 2 minutes, but you can definitely lose the workout. And this is proof with 3/4 near finishes or finishes. That is the information that you can take for your last and final redo to get yourself over the line as well.